Hey y'all, welcome back to Carla's Craft and Charm. I have a very small Hobby Lobby haul for you today and also a project share for the Disney autograph cards that I did. I want to get your feedback on those and see what you think. I wasn't able to see anything out in the crafting world that was similar to what I had a vision of, and so I just wanted to get your thoughts and feedback about whether you liked them or there's something you would be interested in or not. So at any rate, we're going to start with the Hobby Lobby things if you're only here for that. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel and joining me today, and let's get started. So I went to Hobby Lobby on Monday of this week. I think it was, oh gosh, I don't even know what today is. Let's see. This is the 21st of August, so I went Monday of this week, whatever day that was. I guess that was 5 days ago, so 16th. And I just happened in there, and they had just done their markdowns of the spring, and I've never, to 90%. I've never been in there before when a 90% markdown hit, but y'all, holy mackerel at the people that were just filling their carts with stuff. You couldn't make it down the aisles. I was just in shock. People just had buggies overflowing. So I went through and I picked out a couple of things. I mainly went to see if I could find the markdown items that I see some people out there posting in the agenda department and some of the stickers and stamps and things like that, but my Hobby Lobby has not marked those things down yet. I did go back again yesterday, the 20th, which was Thursday, and they still had not marked them down. So at any rate, I picked up just a couple of things. I got these 2 packs of felt ribbon. I picked these up for my daughter. I thought she could use these on her cards. I don't use a lot of felt, but they're kind of cool, and they were reduced to 94 cents each. It says there's 157.4 inches total length, so I'm assuming, 78.7 inches each. So I think those might be pretty on cards. So they had one other option, but I wasn't a big fan of it, so just got these 2. And then from the spring shop, I just picked up a couple of things. I got 3 of these little plates. I'll probably give these as gifts. I thought that they were very pretty, and they were 50 cents each. So I got those. And then I got this little wooden tag with beads. This would have been 70 cents. It says Life is Sweet. It's just got those wooden beads on there. I thought it was cute. I could use that on something, a cover or something like that. I don't know. I just thought it was worth the 70-cent price point. I picked this up for myself. I just couldn't resist it. I love the whole cherry vibe that's been going on this year. So Life is Sweet as Cherries, and it says Hello Cherry on it. This was 50 cents, and so I did pick that up for myself. I'll just use it as a little bit of decoration here in my craft room. And then the other thing I got from the clearance, or from, the 90% off, are these little mushrooms. They were 75 cents, and I really don't know what I'm going to do with these. My initial thought was, could I drill a hole down in there and make it a bead? But I don't know. I think it would probably split it. Has anybody picked these up? If you did, what did you do with them? I just thought they were cute. I thought I would take a chance on them for 75 cents. They were sealed, so I think they're like a sticker. They're made to just kind of put down somewhere, but... And then the only other thing I picked up was this Christmas paper pad. It's a 6x6, and I thought it was super cute. I saw someone do a flip through of this. I don't remember who. And they didn't have it in a bigger pad, so I thought, well, I could use this in my Christmas crafting. Super cute images on here. I don't know if you've seen this one. I think it's weird that they don't have the same options in 12 by 12 that they have in 6 by 6, but I don't buy a lot of Hobby Lobby paper. I get a lot of my paper thrifted. So sometimes when I see a paper pad I can't live without, I'll go pick it up, but for the most part I don't buy full pads very often. But this is called Yuletide Cheer, and I just thought this was super cute. I wish I could remember who did a flip through of it, but I just don't recall, and I apologize for that. It looks like you get 3 sheets of each. And I'll do a flip through real quick of that. So cute. These will be really cute on tags. They'll make cute pockets. So I love the colorway in here. That is just so pretty to me. I wish they had this in a bigger pad. Do they sell this in a bigger pad and I just didn't see it? Have y'all seen it? Oh, I love that, y'all. So cute. I hear my dog in there. Hopefully he doesn't start barking in your ear. I find Hobby Lobby papers generally to be more of a muted color palette, which is why I don't really love them so much. But I just think these are beautiful papers. So I'm super happy with that. That Christmas was still half off, so I paid $2.50 for that. So that was it. I told y'all it was a really, really short. I don't need to be spending money. I just, seriously, today I was like, oh, I really want to go thrifting. And I'm like, what is wrong with me? I just don't even need to go thrifting. I have so much stuff and I love all my stuff, but man, it's just hard to not scratch that itch. So I'm sure y'all can all sympathize with that. I did finish up my autograph cards, my Disney autograph cards. I mentioned y'all I was going to be making these. I spent last weekend and some time throughout the week in the evenings doing this after work. I didn't really have a clear vision of what I wanted to do, but I think they came out good. So I spent a lot of time last weekend doing fussy cuts of vintage Disney books. I had gone and thrifted some of those. So all of the images on these are original vintage book images. And then the papers, I had some Disney paper pads, and I also had picked up a couple of paper pads here or there that I thought went well with these. So I'm going to do a quick flip through of these, and I want y'all's opinion. Is this something you'd be interested in? Do you think it's a unique concept? I will start out by saying I made these by sandwiching some card bases that I have between two pieces of paper. I took 12 by 12 papers and I laid down those cards to cover up the whole page. I used glue stick, and then I covered the back in a different color paper, a lot of times solid, sometimes prints. And then I cut them, started out in fourths, and some of the images I cut down even further depending on what the image was. So like this one is more of a unique size. I cut some off of the 4x4 image. And then I took some paper scraps and some of my dyed papers and tore the edges and inked that up and inked up the image and glued all that down. And then I sewed around the edge of each one of these cards. So you'll see on these, like I said, the vintage images have been fussy cut, and then there's different backs. I didn't do anything to the backs. I thought maybe they could be journaled on. You could put a picture on here. You could do anything really you wanted. If you were a pen person, you could put a pen through here. These are thicker and more heavy weight, like a chipboard weight, so that the character can sign on there. So yeah, what do y'all think? Let me know. I tried to hit most of the characters. There's a lot of characters that sign, y'all, and that's kind of tough to do because there's a lot. So let me flip through these. I would love your feedback. Let me know what you think. I probably just won't do the backs. They're all different, but I'll just show you the fronts. And I try to get a mix of different characters. I do have obviously duplicates of some of the more popular characters. Some characters are not vintage, and so I don't have those. But I really tried to secure vintage images if possible. Like I couldn't find a Tiana, Jasmine, some of those characters that are newer. I did end up finding the Frozen characters. I don't even know their names. Aurora and something else, I think. I've never even seen that movie. And I love Disney, so that's really shameful. I should. But they're more, you'll be able to see when I get to them. They look newer. They're still vintage, but they're not quite as vintage as like this Goofy. So you can see the difference there. I just like the look of the vintage images better. And then I tried to find books for most of these. A couple of these, one of these in particular, the bell I'm getting ready to show you, which I had a hard time finding, is actually a plate. And I fussy cut her out of a plate. Got some that have a couple of different characters, mainly Minnie and Mickey, I think. That may be it. That may be the only ones that share. So what do y'all think? Would you be interested in something like this? What price point would you help me with? A price point? I don't even know. Like, I mean, it was a lot of work, don't get me wrong, but I just don't know what people would be leaning towards. I am going to Disney next month, so I thought maybe I might take some and get them signed. Is it better to have them signed? Is it better to leave them blank so that people can get them signed? Oh, I would love it if y'all would let me know your thoughts. I'm almost done. I appreciate y'all's patience and hanging with me for this project share. I enjoyed doing this a lot. Like I said, I love Disney. It was fun to match them up. I enjoy fussy cutting, so I didn't have a problem fussy cutting the images out. So yeah, give me your thoughts. Give me your feedback. Please, please give me your feedback. I appreciate y'all so much for joining me today, and I hope that you have an amazing weekend. Bye-bye.